Good morning, and welcome to another exciting edition of the Premier League Zone. My name is Anthony Ajulu, and this is your number one family radio station, Inspiration FM. Yes, it's a Thursday, and you know what we do on a Thursday? It's our fantasy day. We're looking back and looking forward as well. We're doing both things, actually. Well, we're considering what we got this past weekend, the players that got the points for us, and what we plan to change in our fantasy team this coming weekend. Of course, the season is drawing to a close. And remember, our top three winners are getting prizes this season. That's what we always do, actually. So you better tidy up. If you're close to the top, start tidying up your team so that you can, get one or two things and, maybe make it close the gap, just like Liverpool are doing. Close the gap on the leaders and maybe finish in the top three. It's not top four this time, it's top three at the end of the day. So we will see what happens. Yeah. But beyond fantasy as well, a few things to talk about. There's a match in the Europa Conference League later today. It's West Ham in action against 𝐜𝐻𝐶. Sadly, no Premier League team was in action in the Champions League yesterday. So that one is done. But beyond that as well, we have some news items to talk about. United may have finally found a buyer that is not pleasing to some of the fans of the club. We're talking about that as well. But let me introduce the guys in the studio. It's fitting that today that we're going to talk about United and the people that are trying to buy them. We have two United fans in the studio. Bode Bruno and 𝐻𝐿. Guys, how are you doing this morning? Zion, how's your life? How are you doing this morning?
I'm good, though.
Are you sure?
Thank you. Yes.
Are you sure?
Some people are still asking if I'm in a celebration mood. I mean, the day is gone, but hey, thankful for life still. Happy to be here.
All right. Bode, are you thankful for life too?
Happy to be here too. Yeah.
It's all right. Let's just get into it. Let's get the fixtures out of the way. One match in the Europa Conference League is West Ham taking on 𝐻𝐻𝐶. Dion, it's been a really, really stark contrast between West Ham's league form and their European form. I mean, they're in the semi-final of the European competition, but basically battling relegation. I don't think they'll be relegated. I think they'll survive, but the season has been poor domestically for them. But they're doing it in Europe. And I think, what do you think? Do you think they will carry all of that into today's semi-final against 𝐻𝐻𝐶, who, are a decent side in the Eredivisie?
Well, look, to be honest, I think I will lean to the side of West Ham. They've been truly one of the most impressive sides in the Conference League. And also, let's not even forget the fact that they'll be boasted by the fact that, just a couple of days prior, they defeated Manchester United at home, which would give any sort of team confidence ahead of any major fixture, and for West Ham playing in the semi-finals of a big competition in Europe. You might say it's this third tier of Europe competition or European competition, I beg your pardon, but still they are on the continent vying for something, and they would obviously fancy their chances of going all the way to the final and probably winning it. It will do a lot to try to brighten up a season that has already been full of so much tumult. I would say West Ham going to this one as favourites. 𝐻𝐻𝐶, you might want to add that they're one of the more decent Eredivisie sides. Well, to be honest, against this West Ham are playing like a house on fire in the Conference League, and I'm sure they're going to blow them away.
But what's the reason for West Ham's Jekyll and Hyde season? Superb in the Europa League. I mean, playing against teams that are maybe better than the teams they're struggling against in the Premier League, but then again they're struggling in the Premier League. Why can't they find that balance?
Sometimes it's very difficult to navigate both competitions. For example, look at Chelsea. Chelsea did as good as they could do in the Champions League, but couldn't just go beyond where they left off. But again, in the league they struggled. And look at the season. Chelsea also won the Champions League. In the Premier League they were struggling, and they went ahead to conquer in Europe. So at the end of the day, for West Ham United, sometimes it could be squad depth. Now you get into Europe, you play the matches, you come back to the Premier League, but just finding that balance might just be a problem. And for the manager David Moyes, I just feel himself and his West Ham team, they've decided, okay, so let's just try as much as possible to avoid the drop this season, but let's do everything possible to win the Conference League as well. So that's why I just feel maybe they've just found a way around everything, and it's really affected the Premier League, the Premier League form.
Can they win it, the Conference League?
I think they can. Looking at the teams left, and let's not forget the final will just be a one-off. But first, they need to get over 𝐻𝐻𝐶 first. A very, very technically gifted team, young players as well. And like Gideon said, the Eredivisie, one of the decent sides.
Yep.
So West Ham will need to be very careful tonight. They need to get that result at home, and just for the return leg, finish it up.
All right, we'll see if they can do it at the end of the day. All right, we're done with all our preview. Because just one preview. Let's just get into some news items because I really want to get this guy's opinion on.
I don't get
news
it.
now. It's news.
It's news that puts a very mischievous smirk on your face.
Wow. Somebody cannot smile again.
Anthony, the mischief on your face is so palpable you can feel it. You just know that you are
excited. You are trying to be excited on this show. I
dare say you look like a man who is about to be up to no good.
0700 923 923 923 is the one for you to call. 0700 923 923 923. You can also call or send WhatsApp messages to this number 081 7313 6193. 081 7313 6193. Call that number or send WhatsApp messages to that number. We're also live on Facebook at Inspiration FM 92.3. Just leave your comments under the live feed. I'll read them on the show. Right, so let's just get into it. Remember, you can send your a screenshot of your fantasy team and your score this past weekend, and then tell us what you're planning to do this coming weekend. Just 3 matches to go, and like I said, the top 3 will be winning something on our fantasy league this season. So if you're close, start making the changes. Maybe you can build some momentum like Liverpool, like I said, and you can just break into the top 3. You never know, you might be lucky like that. So send us what you got and tell us what you're planning to change this coming weekend. Right, so Manchester United, that's the first news on the menu today. Dion, Manchester United, apparently the word out of the Glazers camp is that Mr. Ratcliffe has edged out in front. Jim Ratcliffe, he's edged out in front of Sheikh Jassim in the race to purchase Manchester United. Apparently, his offer is more pleasing to the Glazers. His offer is £5 billion, plus he will give the Glazers a minority stake in the club as well. So they're not losing outrightly. They're still involved with the club, and they would still sell what they want. So he will have a majority, share in the club. But then again, like I said, the Glazers will also be part of the, part of the system over there at Manchester United. From all indications, and from the countenance of the guys in the studio, and from the comments I've read from United fans and everything, seems like it's not something that is pleasing to United fans, Dion.
It's not, because, United fans have been displeased with the Glazers, for goodness sake. They came into the club several years ago, well over a decade ago. You came in, and you're about to leave the club in a heavy debt. Let's not even forget, Glazers have quarterly payments that go to the family out of the club's earnings and whatnot. There's a debt there that is getting close to $1 billion if care isn't taken, that the Glazers brought onto the club. You have a Sheikh Mansour Sheikh Yassim, Sheikh Mansour is from Man City. Sheikh Yassim who is coming with an offer to outrightly buy the club, buy everything from the Glazers and clear the debt. Leave it debt-free. You're going to buy the club and leave it debt-free. That would be very appealing to fans, and there are a lot of proposed developmental plans and whatnot. Then, on the other hand, you're coming with a Sir Jim Ratcliffe, one of UK's richest individuals. He owns Nice too. He has Nice in the French League and whatnot, and he's coming with an offer. But then again, to sweeten things from the Glazers side, he has agreed to allow the Glazers still be part of the club. Why? You would understand why that would be more appealing to the Glazers, but again, it could actually be politically inclined, because Qatar and whatnot do not have the best reputation with the UK. Let's not even forget how UK tried to shut down the Saudi takeover of Newcastle. So it could be politically inclined and whatnot, but the Glazers want a situation whereby they can eat their cake and have it, and that is why, for me, I think it's a terrible decision. It's a terrible decision. Take the guys from Qatar. That's what all the fans want.
Okay, hold on, buddy. Let's put emotion aside. Yep. Let's put passion aside and all of that. Let's look at it from the eyes of businessmen. Mm-hmm. The Glazers are businessmen.
Yes, they are.
And they would always, yes, we are passionate about football and all of that, but it's always the money first. Yeah. And Sir Jim Ratcliffe's offer favors them financially and business-wise. I mean, why not? Why is it such a bad thing if they decide to go with Mr. Ratcliffe?
Yeah, you're absolutely spot on, Anthony. And unfortunately, we can't rule out emotions from this situation. And for United fans at the moment, I think it's just, I think they're carried away by everything happening around them. You look at the likes of PSG, you look at Manchester City, Newcastle now. But again, I do feel, as United fans, they are judging Sir Ratcliffe too early. Yep. He hasn't said he won't make money available, to finance the club. it's just a case of, as a businessman as well, okay, I do not have the funds to buy this club outrightly. Or, okay, I'd rather go this route at the end of the day. And for the Glazers, they're only minority owners.
Exactly.
They don't have a major say. They're just like you and I at the end of the day.
But they're still there.
They're still irrespective. They are still there. But again, what is the guarantee that the Qataris will take over and even make enough money available for transfers and what have you? We are deciding a lot of things in hindsight. And I see, personally, I also feel, let's give the man a chance. If he doesn't do well as well, kick him out.
Like Bode said, Dion, I know, like, again, you guys are very emotional and very whatever it is about it, but like Bode said, it's a minority stake that
at the end of the day.
So they won't be there making the decisions. The major decisions will be with Sir Jim Ratcliffe and whoever is in charge of the club to run the club. So again, maybe they're just there to just be collecting money at the end of the day.
Yes, exactly. That is what is getting all the fans angry. But again, you know what? We're meant to be objective here, so I'm not going to get up passionate. I will say this.
We like the passion, actually.
I will say this. The Qatari bid is coming with a lot of money. It's coming with more money than what Sir Jim Ratcliffe is bringing to the table. It's coming with more money, coming with more promises for development, and there's also going to be an infusion of extra amounts of money that would go into the stadium redevelopment. There's also the Sports Village for the Manchester United women that needs a lot of refurbishment. Let's not even forget Cristiano Ronaldo's rant that he came and said that the jacuzzi there has been well, the Qatari guys are coming to do all this. All they're just saying is save the cup completely. They will give you all the money and leave it debt free. There is a huge debt at United. A lot of clubs are having financial issues. Barcelona is one of them that have sanctions that will soon be imposed on them. A lot of these clubs are in debt. Someone is coming with an offer to make the club debt free. Isn't that an offer that you want to consider? Jim Ratcliffe hasn't said anything about making the club debt free, because who's still going to pay that debt? The Glazers will leave, and who's going to service the debt that they left? They brought in the debt, they left it there. A bid is coming to clear it off completely, but you rather take someone who's just going to ensure that you are still a minority, you still have a minority stake, and you'll be collecting money.
Want to be where they are, but your thoughts very quickly.
Like I said earlier, I do feel a lot of United fans are judging in hindsight, and at the end of the day, there's no way Sir Ratcliffe will take over and not clear the debts. It's part of. I think it will be part of the process.
Maybe not straight away, but I think there'll be a line of funds.
And I think
the
Glazers being the current owner, they have every right to say sorry. This is a business we've treasured for the last 18 years.
At the end of the day,
yes, as much as we want to let it go, just give us a piece of it, and let's just know we're still involved with this club. So let's just simmer down with the emotions and what have you. At the end of the day,
I will leave with this parting note. I will take a phrase from a very, very popular age-old saying that we all know: if you love something, let it go.
Did you enjoy this video? Hit the subscribe button for more, leave a comment, and like. Thank you.